you have Toph at the front of the group. He leads the congregation behind him across the bridge and into the courtyard. The airbenders around the edge of the courtyard have removed all the wind noise and blowing wind around the courtyard to make it a perfect, serene place. As Toph walks between these chairs that are made out of natural, like wood shapes basically, you come to a plinth of stone that is floating in the center of this courtyard. Toph, as you step up, the whole congregation's heads turn to see Nuon. Just her, cross the bridge by herself, slowly, taking one step slowly at a time as she does. Stop, you two are going to make me cry. As she crosses the bridge and enters the circle, everyone's beaming and facing her and smiling. Her eyes connect with you, Toph, and she just gives you that same smile, the same smile that you saw the first time you met her when you were on her travels in that village when you picked up that cabbage that she dropped. As she then steps up onto the plinth facing you, Toph, and links hands with you in that moment. Guru Soma looks to everyone, and his voice, usually shaky and old, clearer than it's been for years. Welcome, everyone, to this, one of the most momentous moments and times in the history of our world. Today, we are here to join these two people and bond them for life. This is a big moment for our two nations. Never before has an airbender married an earthbender. And in this moment, we unify two great peoples, two great nations with this bond. May the peace that we can bring and the love that is here prevail for all of eternity between our people. Now, we allow for these two people to speak some words that mean something to them and to each other. Nuon looks back to her sister, looks her sister in the eyes, and kind of gives a look of like, oh shit! Looks back to Toph and goes, so, look everyone, I met this amazing man because he saved a cabbage, and as everyone knows, I love cabbage. And in that moment, I just knew that he was to be mine, and I to be his. I just want you to know that no matter what is in our way, I will move mountains. I will move any earth necessary to make sure that you have the best life possible. Guru Soma goes, shit! Okay, Toph, you're up. Go for it, buddy.
Toph says, Nuon, you are the love of my life. I am yours forever for the rest of time, and I'll always be your closest friend. I'll always be support, as steadfast as a rock and soft as a cushion of air.
Guru Soma goes, and now, bonded for life, they have said the words, I am yours. Now, will you all please rise and join us in this couple's first breath together. You two place your hands upon the bride and groom, as does the rest of the bridal party and the groomsmen.
I just go up to Toph and I say, you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Thanks, bro.
Got it.
Noah, Toph, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, I never thought I'd hear you say that.
No, neither did I.
Thanks. At this moment, the rest of the congregation stands. They all take steps forward around their chairs, and they place hands upon the shoulders of the groomsmen and the bridal party, all linking further and further out as the circle gets wide, and each person placing hands on the shoulders of the person in front of them. Everyone inhales. And as everyone inhales, the airbenders release the air pocket that is around this temple, and suddenly the air rushes back in. As everyone feels that air rush in, you hear everyone breathe. And suddenly, you hear the sounds of metal grinding against one another. The piece is broken. Suddenly, you notice the sky begins turning a dark red. As you look up, you see a fiery comet fly across the sky, red and ignited in flames brighter than even the sun, as the sky turns an ominous red. Suddenly you hear the sounds of what sounds like gushing engines kind of burning as you look behind you to the statue of Guru Langhima, and you see 10 Fire Nation soldiers pushing the statue with jets of flames erupting from their feet. As they begin pushing the statue, you see it begin tipping and rotating. As you all then suddenly look, you hear footsteps across the way and the sound of burning as suddenly smoke arises from the temple over to the right. You see a guard troop of Fire Nation soldiers take the bridge that connects to the courtyard. As they do, footsteps stop as they all take a wide combative stance, lined up and ready. At this very moment, everything slows. Everything slows to just second by second. Above you, the statue begins to fall, and you can see it coming towards you. This 7-story stone statue is coming towards you as screams begin to ripple outwards from the congregation, as airbenders begin to take stance this moment.
No! And I try to get Nuon out of the way.
As you see Sister Devna break the line of the hands and go to blast air at Nuon.
Tufan is just almost not believing any of this is real at this moment. He's finding it hard to accept that this is happening, and sort of when he in the last bit of coming to his senses, he sort of starts sort of gathering air in a cushion, basically, to sort of hopefully soften the inevitable crashing of this giant statue on
Amazing.
just for anyone who's near him.
Amazing. You see Master Tufan take this gorgeous kung fu stance as he wisps air around, and a dome of air begins to form around you guys. Within the windows of the temple, you can see Fire Nation soldiers chasing people through the hallways.
No. My thoughts are also going to my mother at this time. And I reach in and I yell to Tufan, "You cover this. I need to find my mom."
As the statue lands upon all of you. And then there is just silence.